Ayo, 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 what is groovy? What is good? It's your boy Papa Capes, and we are back with another Raid Shadow Legends video. Today I'm going to talk about the current fusion that we're going for. Masahiro, Shadowkin, Healer, and Reviver. And it's a fusion that we weren't going to go for, but we were going to go for, but then we weren't going to go for, but then we thought about going for it. But then I'm like, no, let's go for the fusion after that because we're not going to be able to save enough. And then we got a little bit of an injection from our homie Siki, who hooked us up with a bit of energy and a bit of silver and a bit of gems and a bit of shards and a bit of all things good that is needed for a fusion. And that's when we were like, hey, yo, ain't no use in skipping this fusion and waiting for the next. Let's try our hand at this fusion and see how we do. Let's jump right into it. Let's look at the Masahiro. Am I saying that right? Masahiro fragments. We are currently at 51 out of 100, and I'll bring the calendar up on the screen. We've done the Spider tournament that gave us 5 fragments. We've done the champion training tournament that gave us 10. We did not place first in that tournament, so we didn't get the additional 10 fragments. We completed Classic Arena, which is 5 fragments. We completed the Fire Knight tournament, which is 5 fragments. We completed Gear Hunters, which is 5, Gear Enhancement, which is 5, and then Summon Rush, which was 20. So that is what got us to the 55 total that we are at now. And I was like, yo, we are halfway there. Let's give a brief update about this. Now, keep in mind, I personally feel that the second half of this fusion is going to be a bit more challenging than the first half. We're looking at a gear enhancement event up and coming, then another champ training event. The gear enhancement will be for 5 frags. The champ training will be for 15. The gear hunters will be for 5. Another gear enhancement, the third one of this fusion, will be for 5. And then in terms of tournaments, we've got an ice collar tournament. Shouldn't be an issue. That's just energy. Then a champ chase tournament for 15. The ice columns for 5 frags, the champion chase is for 15. Now the thing about this is that makes me anxious because that requires shards, that requires premeditated fusions that you've prepared and you're gonna like unleash during that event, which I don't have anything of. So we also short on frags, we also short on shards. We've got a couple of ancient shards and maybe a void or 2, but all the sacreds are done, so we're gonna have to check that one out. And that one also comes with 10 extra, obviously placing first in that tournament. Then we've got another Classic Arena tournament for 5 frags and a Dragon tournament for 5 frags. If the math was mathing and we did it correctly, I am able to finish this event without doing the Champion Chase tournament at all. That is the goal. If we can finish this event without doing that Champion Chase, that is the goal. Let's go and check on the resources that we've currently got left. Maybe touch on as best as I can remember the resources that we've used. So far, a ton of energy has been used. A ton of energy has been used. We were sitting on almost 9k energy, and we're currently only at 2400 energy. Yes, okay, cool. We used a lot of silver, but we're still sitting at 28 million silver. With the help of the daily gem pack, we're on 750 gems, so that could come in clutch and help us with the energy if we find ourselves in a place that we're lacking. But yeah, I'm not really worried about the ice column tournament at all. I'm in a hard ice column, which I won't do. I'll do stage 20. This is another thing you can let me know about down in the comments below. When it comes to these events, these tournaments, is it really better to farm stage 20 than it would be to farm like a hard stage? Because for Fire Knight yesterday, I farmed stage 20 through and through. For the ice column that's up and coming, I will be farming stage 20 as well. And each and every time there is like a dungeon tournament that happens, I farm stage 20. I'm not sure if that's the right thing to do. That is based on research. Sorry, while I'm talking to you guys, I'm just going out and checking out the rewards that we got through. Nice little ancient shot there. That's a W. I didn't farm Tag Team Arena, which means we might have been demoted into bronze, which is the case. Now we have to watch the entire battles. Oh, that's a lapse on my side. I just remembered that there is a new promo code for the month of May, and we haven't used it as yet. So for those of you that don't know, there is your promo code Raid Mother Day. And what will that give us? Let's check it out. I see a chicken. Let's go and check it out. So you get 150 multi-battles. You get a 5-star chicken, 250 energy. That's a W right there. We are going to claim that immediately as we are currently in an ongoing fusion. In terms of champ training, we've got 3 3-star chickens, 3 4-star chickens, 2 5-star chickens, which is not a lot at all. But as long as you have enough energy and you're able to farm 12-3, I've learned that champion training isn't something that's easy to fail. So as long as you've got energy and as long as you've got 12-3 available, champion training shouldn't be something that is easy to fail, because if you're low on mystery shards like I am, you do earn mystery shards from 12-3, so that's awesome. If you're doing dragon tournaments throughout the event, the fusion event, if you're doing whatever dungeon tournament you're doing, also has chances of dropping certain shards based on where you're at. So yeah, W promo code right there. Currently, we've also got an awakening boost on Mortal Soul Stones, and I'm not sure if I'm going to open these or not. Genuinely not sure. I don't know if there's a better time to open these or not. And then we've also got a summon pool that's currently active. I'm not at a place currently where I'm flexible enough to be able to allocate resources to this event. Usually there is like a tournament that allows for you to earn at least prism crystals to do that. Sometimes there's an event live that allows for you to do that. Currently, that is not the case. While we're running into the Demon Lord clan boss, I just wanted to kind of touch on my experience just a little bit. And so far, it's something I've never experienced before playing Raid. As for those of you that don't know, this is the first fusion that we are actively going for, that we've almost prepared for, if that makes sense. Previously, without knowing any better, I would be like, ooh, I want to go for that fusion. But then I have no resources to go for it. Then I'll open shards as an excuse because there's an event, but I don't have any of the other resources needed to actually go for the fusion. So this is the first time where we've consciously made the decision to go for the fusion, and we've allocated resources to the fusion, and we've saved and we've prepared. It adds an entirely different element to the game, in my opinion, for me at least. And that is, whilst that fusion is ongoing, everything else takes a backseat. So granted, in doing a fusion, it's been designed in such a way that you can still progress your account in terms of champ training. It still allows for you to 6-star champions, which is progress for your account. In doing dungeons like Dragon or Ice Golem or whatever the case may be, it's usually with an ongoing event for certain types of gear that will also strengthen your account if you get good RNG on the gear drops. Then there's also stuff like the gear enhancement events. Obviously, every time you level your gear, it strengthens your account. It gives you more variety to choose from when it comes to building your champs. So when I say that it forces certain content to take a backseat, I don't mean that it stunts the growth of your account. I don't mean that it stagnates the progress of your account. What I mean is in terms of, let's say, Marius missions that I'm also busy with right now. I'm not going to allocate energy and use energy to do certain Marius quests because that energy is pre-allocated for the fusion. I'm not going to use energy for like a prism crystals so that I can do the summoning pool or summon in the summoning pool. I don't want to waste energy on that to go and potentially get a good champ or potentially not. There's RNG there, and I just don't think that there's a good ROI on taking energy away from the allocated energy to the fusion, putting it into, let's say, farming Sand Devil. That's usually what I would farm to get like a prism crystals or prism shards to then get that 40 if you get to the final tier, and then boom, you can do the summoners pool. That's usually what I do, but I'm not going to do that right now. So it almost makes Raid easier on the days you log in during an event because you know exactly what you need to do. Everything you need to do during a fusion is right in front of you. You know, these are events, I need to do these events. These are the tournaments, I need to do these tournaments. You don't log in without a plan and just like go through the game and do the content that you're used to doing. You've got a plan. You're trying to execute that plan to the best of your ability with the least amount of distractions that will slowly but surely deplete your resources. And yes, okay, cool. Marius is now on the back burner for me, but I'm working towards Masahiro. I'm working towards a champion that's going to be largely beneficial for my Shadowkin faction, because Shadowkin is also one of the crypts that I have yet to finish in normal faction wars. So it's definitely worth it. But the game's almost, like I said, to elaborate on what I mean that it's easier, is just, it's almost like you know exactly what you're going to do every single time you log into Raid. Sometimes, not often, but sometimes I find myself going into Raid and just doing a bit here and there and then logging out, and then a couple of hours later, a bit here and there and then logging out again. But this I know, and I hyper-focus what I need to do in terms of those events and those tournaments, and I execute instantly. No debate, no procrastination, no stagnation. It needs to happen. Let's do it. And to me, that's an element that makes playing Raid every single day easier. Best part about that is that there's reward at the end of it as well, which makes that entire grind worth it. Although I'm still anxious and nervous and I'm overthinking things, I do think we find ourselves in a good spot to finish this fusion, and I'm looking forward to finishing it. We will have uploads coming through this week. Keep in mind, if you haven't already, we are currently busy with an active giveaway on my channel. I'm giving away an account with Underpriest Brogny and Mad Hatter. If you are interested, feel free to go to that video and enter with hashtag leave your mark. If you have a returning player coming back and they're looking at playing, they missed Xenomorph or they missed Mikey and they missed their souls, that account has all of that. Feel free to check that video out. Spread the word on the new promo code Raid Mother Day. Hook your homies up with a 5-star chicken and some energy as well. As we get to the end of our Demon Lord fight, just let me know down in the comments below if you guys are going for the fusion. Let me know what your experience has been so far whilst you've been progressing through the fusion, how many frags you're on. Are there any upcoming events that you're scared of doing, any that make you anxious because you might not be able to do it? Please share those thoughts, share your experience down in the comments below. If you're enjoying the journey, feel free to subscribe, feel free to hop on and not only enjoy the journey that I'm going on, but share your journey with me. One of the best parts about doing this is being able to engage with you all, is being able to follow along your journeys through your comments, through what you choose to share with me. That's honestly been the best part thus far of this entire YouTube and raid journey. The community is absolutely fantastic. I appreciate the warm welcoming I've received from so many of you. Some of you have jumped into the clan, some of you have jumped into the Discord, and we out here vibing. On that note, it is Monday. Have a fantastic start to your week. It is cold out here in South Africa, but we'll keep vibing. Happiness is a choice. Kindness is free. Leave your mark, yo. Peace out.